KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
Paoli Rams roll into this Tuesday makeup matchup with the Tell City Marksmen, riding a 5-game winning streak, the second 5-game winning streak that they have had so far this season. To boost that up to a season-high 6, well, they're going to have to take care of the Tell City Marksmen. Even though they come in 5-9, they've been playing well as of late, winning 3 out of their last 4. Good evening, everybody, from Chambers Gymnasium and the James A. Babcock Court. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pedigo. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play WUME 953. The Rams coming off that big weekend doubleheader victory over Springs Valley and Christian Academy, and only one day to get ready for this Tell City team, but probably the biggest question mark, though, of the whole deal, Bert, is fact the Rams health-wise coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, they've got the issues as far as injury and illness. Last ball game, Cooper Spires went down with a knee injury. He will not be able to play tonight. Dakota Apple, a little bit under the weather tonight. Not sure how much he's going to be able to play. So the depth that we've been bragging about all year for Paoli, it will be tested tonight.
And this team from Tell City, as we mentioned, 5-9, you think, oh, that's not that great a record. But you look back, these guys that are juniors and seniors now have been playing for 3 and 4 years some, and they've not had a lot of success over 3 years. They haven't even won that many ball games.
Yeah, they're about even with what they've won over the last 3 years or so, maybe a game above. But, like you say, you take your lumps when you're playing the freshmen and sophomores, hoping that when they get to be juniors and seniors that it'll pay off. And they're winning some ball games this year. New coach, coach that's been there a couple of years now, but he's just trying to get the culture established, to get some, just the fundamentals back. And you do that by coming out playing, working on some of the simplest things, and then hoping that the results come. And so far they have. Paoli just doesn't want to be that big win that Tell City can hang their hat on.
Dane Seibert in his first year, now 5-9 early on in his young career, while for Rams head coach Dusty Cole, his 13th season on the bench for the Rams, 205-91. When we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time, we'll talk with head coach Dane Seibert and coach Dusty Cole and get their thoughts on tonight's matchup. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Dane Seibert of Tell City joins us now. His team on the road tonight in a matchup with the Rams, and we'll talk about that ball game in just a few minutes. But, Coach, if you would kind of give us a little insight on marksman basketball, how it's gone so far this season for our listeners.
Yeah, so this is my first year as the head coach. We started out the season not so hot. We played a pretty tough schedule. We had Forest Park, Princeton early, and Washington. We had a rough start to the season. Then after the holiday tourney, we had some time off and really some more practice time. And ever since then, we won 4 of our last 5 games. We've really started to kind of find our footing, and we really gained some momentum. So it's definitely good for these kids, especially these seniors, who, last few years have won 2 games the entire season. I think 2 out of the last 3 years and 1 game the year before that. So it's good for these seniors, good for these kids, and it's good for the program for us to see some success here.
Coach, speaking of the program you've been involved with, but what kind of changes did you bring or you want to try and implement now here in your first year?
Yeah, just, I think the biggest thing is I'm a big culture guy. I think, and that's probably one of the hardest things to change because, it's not just the candy stripes and the, slapping the go win sign before you go on the court. It's the work you put in day in and day out. And I think our kids are really committed to, being in the gym and, work on their skill development things and actually playing. And, I think that's really important. And I think on and off the court, we've done a really good job.
You mentioned, Coach, you won 4 out of 5. What's kind of been the key to that success here lately?
Yeah, I think winning close games, I think, momentum's a real thing, and I think that, we pulled a close, we had Washington Catholic, and then we had a close one against Hancock County that we pulled out, and then all of a sudden, you win a couple, and we go on the road to South Spencer, and a close one there too, we win another one, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, so, we played a really good Gibson Southern team this past Friday, and, we competed with them. We're down 5 at halftime. Very good team. They beat Evansville Memorial the day after they played us. I thought we competed pretty well with them, and then, we lost to Crawford County just a month ago, and then, we came out and played a really good game against them, So I think, momentum's a real thing. I think offensively, we're starting to think in terms of spacing and, kind of, I tell the guys, hunt advantages, and when we get that advantage, let's convert it, So I think, we're doing a lot better job at that right now, and I think the kids are finally starting to understand the spacing and the concepts that we're trying to teach a little bit.
You talk about that, Coach. If you would kind of give us the insight offensively, defensively, what do you try and do out on the court?
Yeah, so offensively, like I said, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Coach Barlow, one of my assistants, he was a coach under Coach Matt Britton, who's a great coach. He's at Lynn Stockton now, and he had hundreds of set plays, stuff like that. I kind of, for me, I'm trying to teach these kids kind of how to play basketball. How to space the floor. When to cut, and at the theme of it, the core of it, from a big picture standpoint, is how can we create an advantage, right? If we're in neutral right now, everyone's guarded. How do we create the advantage? And showing them, the triggers to get into creating an advantage, whether it be a ball screen, a dribble handoff, a get is what we call them. It's finding ways to create advantages. And then, on the defensive end, it's really important for us. Our help defense has got to be there, but if you're always in help, then you're going to be in trouble, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's always scrambling. So just taking pride in guarding your guy chest to chest, really knowing the scout and understanding the scout is very important. I think I've gotten a lot better at scouting, too, as the seasons progress. I think that's something I was, a little, I don't want to say unorganized, but not as organized earlier in the season with my thoughts. And I think I've kind of honed in on how I want to do it. So that's helped a lot, too, I think.
What about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
Really good team. Obviously, Paoli 10-2 now. Obviously, 14. Fletcher Cole, he's great player. Just he can score, 3-level scorer. When I talk about creating advantages, that's somebody who can naturally break somebody down off the dribble and create an advantage. And normally you want to force guys in these mid-range contested pull-ups, but he makes them at such a high level that it's difficult. So, Chad Sullivan as well, he's a very good player, very good rebounder, fantastic on the boards. And, it's going to be important to try to limit their possessions. When Fletcher does happen to miss, hopefully we get the rebound, right? We can't be, when they do miss, we can't be letting guys get the rebound. So I think the offensive rebound margin and our turnover margin, right? They play a 2-2-1 press. I've seen them play other presses too, but we can't have any unforced turnovers. I thought that's kind of what we did against Gibson Southern in the third quarter. We only had 9 turnovers for the game, but I think we had 6 in the third quarter, and they were all unforced. So. And those add up, right? You're just giving the team extra possessions, especially when they end in layups for the other team, right? So, They got good. I think I can't remember the name. Number 4 who comes in. He's really good rebounder, pretty good back to the basket post player. They got a couple guys who can shoot it. They're a really good all around team. It's going to take, especially on the road, a massive effort to compete and try to beat the team for sure.
Line up for your ball club tonight.
Yeah, we got Owen James starting out at point guard. We got Byron Reserve at the 2, number 23. We got Nolan Gebhardt at the 3, number 4. Then we got number 11, Talon Jennings, starting out at the 4. He's kind of a guard/forward. And then we got Isaac Lindauer starting at center tonight, number 13.
And then off the bench for you?
Yeah, we got Eli Kleeman. He's a kind of a knockdown shooter for us, a really good catch-and-shoot player. We got Riley Leinenbach, smaller point guard, but tough, good handle, good shot on him. And then we had Gabe Kleeman. Gabe Kleeman's actually not going to be here, number 12 tonight. He's sick. He actually tested positive for the flu today, so he will not be here, unfortunately. But, those are probably the main 3 that usually come off the bench.
Coach Seibert, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. Nice meeting you. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Nice to meet you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head Coach Dane Seibert at Tell City. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Paoli Rams head basketball coach Ceci Cole, our guest now, as we roll on with the Team OC pregame show. Rams at home in a makeup game tonight with Tell City, and we'll talk about that matchup in just a few minutes. But, Coach, coming off a big doubleheader weekend and 2 big wins for the Rams.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for us. I thought we played good basketball. The defense was good, just about the entire time. But we got a lot of good men from just a lot of different kids, too, and that makes a difference. So it's a good time to be playing good basketball. But, there was a downside to it with Cooper going down, and that changed a lot, and we had to kind of get through a practice, and might be some roles change a little bit, but other than that, it was a pretty good weekend.
That it was, Coach. Come up with the big conference and county rival win, and then came back. You never know how you're going to respond after an emotional game like that, but you came out ready to play against a very good Christian Academy team.
Yeah, we did, and that was just a very physical game, I thought. I love the physicality of our guys. I thought we competed well, and just a lot of energy in that game, too, so that'll be a good experience moving forward as well.
All right, Coach, as you mentioned, just the one day, though, to get ready for tonight. So what did you get accomplished, or what could you do in that one game day at prep?
Well, again, kind of what we just kind of worked on with some different combinations, some different groups we're going to have. We also had a couple kids out being sick, and Dakota ended up missing practice as well. So you got to get some different people in there, and just kind of work on the timing of some things. And there's some guys that's only been playing 2 or 3 minutes that are going to play some big minutes now. And then there's some other guys that haven't played much at all that might get those 2 or 3 minutes. So just making sure those guys are ready to go. And that's about it. We did a little fundamentals, a little shooting, and then by the time we talked about that, reviewed Tell City for 15 or 20 minutes, and your practice time's up.
Well, Coach, will you have to change any style of things that you want to do now with the injury?
There's a couple things we'll tweak just a little bit. Kirkland, we can do some things with our zone defenses and put him some different spots there. And, there's some big lineups we might play too. I think you'll see Dane and Chad, playing at the same time, which we were starting to do more of anyway. But you might see those guys in longer stretches. So that it kind of change, how we run some offense and kind of just how we do some things inside as well. So I think it'll change just a little, but, for the most part, we still like our depth. It'll be tested now, but we always felt like we had a couple more kids we might be able to play anyway, that could give us some good minutes on the varsity, and, we're going to find that out tonight.
That we will. All right, Coach, you're going to find it out against Tell City, a makeup game. Did you even get to talk about this team the first time we were going to play around them, or did the weather just wipe it out completely as far as prep time?
It just kind of wiped it out. We didn't talk about them a whole lot. The thing is about their roster, they have a lot of kids that's been playing for 3 or 4 years now. So we kind of know these kids a little bit anyway. We only see them the one time a year. But they are kids that, we have talked about. They're a much different team than they have been. That experience makes a big difference. It does matter for sure. They got 5 seniors out there that in their top 5 that have played just a lot of varsity minutes. 3 or 4 of those kids have been starting, since the freshman year, and the other 2 have been playing 2 or 3 years. So a lot of experience. They've all grown a lot. That's the other thing that I'm noticing as I'm looking at the scouting reports, because I always look back a couple years as well, just kind of see the kids and I make the changes I need to make. But, there's a lot of kids that went from about 5'11" to 6'1" to 6'3" now, and so they've grown a lot. You're going to see a lot of links out there, from this team. They're going to start a kid in the middle about 6'4", and he's pretty good inside. Probably averages, about double figures. I'd say they're very balanced on the offensive end, which we see, and that's always just a concern too, and it's a good thing for them. But that length and the balance, you're going to see 4 different guys, 5 different guys, because they can all get 8-10 points a game, and they're going to start 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", and about 6 foot. So they've got some kids. They're playing about 7 kids. They're playing good basketball, and they're just in one of those positions. They don't have anything to lose, and this is just a big game for them, I think.
Offensively, defensively, what do they like to do?
On the offensive end, you'll see a lot of spread. They're going to spread you out. They're going to drive the ball hard with the dribble drive. They'll do some handoff stuff out front. Defensively, we've seen almost all man-to-man. They will press a little bit at times, a little bit of 2-2-1 and 1-2-2, but not really to turn you over, just to slow you down a little bit. But we've seen pretty much all man-to-man from this team. So that's what we expect here tonight, too.
What do the Rams got to do offensively and defensively to win tonight?
Well, we want to put their bigs in some pick and rolls, I think. They don't do a lot with those. They don't switch. The hedge is kind of flat a little bit, so we want to put Fletcher up there with the ball a little bit in some pick and roll action, see how they defend that, see if we can just maybe draw some fouls, playing downhill with that. And I think their transition defense, we want to make those guys run a little bit. We definitely want to make the big run. We want to get into that bench. They'll play 6 or 7 guys, but they drop off to some weaker kids that haven't played a lot of varsity. There's a sophomore that comes in. There's a junior that comes in. Again, he's not a very strong kid. He can shoot the ball really well. He's skilled, but the physicality is probably going to be tough for those kids coming in. So I think the bench is still big. So we want to push the ball. We want to get some easy points off of that, and then like I said, put them in those pick and rolls. And then I think we want to throw it inside a little bit too. We got a little bigger lineup we're starting tonight, so one of those guys are probably going to have a mismatch.
Lineup for your Rams tonight?
We want to start a little different. We'll start Fletcher and Kirkland in the backcourt, and then we'll start Traylon and Dane at the forwards and Chad in the middle.
And then off the bench?
Off the bench, we'll bring a couple different guys. Probably Apple will come in early. We'll see how he does. But since he missed practice, we'll bring him off the bench. And then we'll probably see Ian and Justin and Jackson.
Well, any report as far as Cooper when he might be back?
He gets an MRI. I think they have that scheduled for Thursday now. We won't know much until then, and he's pretty swollen. It'll for sure be, at least 3, 4, 5 weeks at least probably, but we'll know a lot more Thursday, I think.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Dusty Cola-Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burger in town. To take us through tonight's lineups, here's Bert Pedigo.
Well, first off, for the Tell City Marksmen and Coach Dean Seibert, 5-9 record coming in. They will start this way with a forward, a center, and 3 guards. The forward is Nolan Gebhardt, 6'3", a senior, averaging 8.9. Isaac Lindauer will be your center, 6'4", senior, averaging 8.3. The guards will be Owen James, Talon Jennings, and Byron Meserve. James, 6'2", a junior, averaging 6.9. Jennings, 6'3", a senior, averaging 8.9. And Meserve, a 5'10", senior, averaging a team best 11.3. For the Paoli Rams and Coach Dusty Cole, 10-1 overall. They come in ranked in one of the polls this week at number 11. They will start this way, a couple of forwards, a center, and a couple of guards. The forwards will be Traylon Minton and Dane Padgett. Minton, 6'2", a junior, averages 3.3. Padgett, 6'3", a junior, averages 5.4. The center, Chad Sullivan, 6'3", a junior, averaging 11. The guards, Fletcher Cole and Kirkland Hughes. Cole, 6 foot, a senior, averaging 23. And Hughes, 6'2", a junior. He averages 7 per ball game. Your starting lineups, they've been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best dressed burgers in town. Paoli, they are in the home whites, trimmed in the purple and the gold. And Tell City, they are in the traveling whites, trimmed in white and gray. And Dave Dedrick will take us through tonight's ball game.
Ball tapped in the backcourt, going to be last touch. They say the official by Paoli to be Tell City basketball. Tell City again coming in, starting 4 seniors, but again, as we talked about, all upperclassmen with a lot of experience. Rams open up in their man-to-man. Jennings between the circles with the dribble. Give it off to Meserve. He'll be their point guard. Little weave out front. James has it to the right of the key. James picked up by Kirkland Hughes. Used up the dribble, comes right side to Meserve. To James, swing it left side to Lindauer. Lindauer to the high post, bounce pass in the corner. Knocked away and stolen by Minton, and the Rams get a steal on the first defensive possession. Work it up into the offensive end. Minton has it on the right wing. Tell City also a man-to-man team. Padgett between the circles with the dribble. Will shovel it back out to Minton. Working on the right side to Kirkland Hughes. To Cole to the right of the key. Steps back. Keeps the dribble alive. Works right along the spike line. Hesitation move. Kick it out to Minton. Drives baseline to the rim. Up off the glass and good. Minton aggressive on the first offensive series of the night. He's got 2, and the Rams are up 2-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Full court pressure. Meserve in the middle of the court. Gets it across the timeline. Hits the trailer. James goes over to Jennings into the high post. Driving down is Lindauer, and as Lindauer got right below the free throw line, contact and a foul call.
That foul's going to go on Chad Sullivan, 32 in white. That's going to be his first and team first. As soon as he came up defensively, put both hands on, gave a little push, and that was enough for the foul.
Meserve, lob it into Lindauer behind the arc to the left of the key to James between the circles to Meserve. He launches 3, left wing way off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down by Minton. Traylon will bring it up. He'll have to do more ball handling, but fires out. He hits Kirkland Hughes in stride with the 3 from the left side, no good. Ball down, but there's Sullivan taking it away from one of the defender, or I should say Tell City players, and puts it right back up and good for his first 2. Rams up 4-0. Quickly, though, Tell City beats the press down the right side. Lindauer lays it up and good for his first 2 of the night. Tell City attacks that Rams zone pressure and gets an easy 2. Cole between the circles, dribbles to the free throw line, jump stop below the lane, and as he got in the lane, down between the free throw line and the end of the volleyball's court line, ball was slapped out of his hands, out of bounds.
Paoli off to a pretty good start, 2 out of 3 from the field already, and looks like they are the more physically imposing of the 2 teams.
Shot up by Padgett on the inbounds pass, no good. Ball bounced around a couple of times on the rim, and there's a foul called underneath on the rebound, and this one will go against Paoli.
And that one's going to go on Dane Padgett. Missed the shot, tried to get his own rebound, picks up the foul. That'll be his first and team second.
Rams cannot afford to get into early foul trouble here. A bit short on the bench tonight. Lob it over the top. Picked off there, Jennings gets it into the offensive end, shovels it back out front to Gebhardt. Gebhardt used up the dribble, needs some help. Jennings tried the back door, but Cole cut him off. Out high to James. Works one-on-one against Hughes. They clear out the right side. Lindauer to the top of the key with the dribble, hands it off to Meserve. Meserve working right side. James to the right of the key. Ball poked away. Tracks it down between the circles. Give it over on the left side to Jennings. Jennings looking down low for cutters. Comes out high. James fakes 3. Steps back. 1 dribble. Now launches 3. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Ball tipped around out of there. Minton comes down with it. Long lead pass to Hughes. Back to the trailer Minton and give it up to Cole. Fletcher between the circles works against the man-to-man. Rams up 4-0. 5:20 to go. Lob it down in the lane. turning into the lane into a triple team as Sullivan put the ball down. It's knocked away. It's loose on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball called. Will stay down with the Rams into the court.
Yeah, as soon as Chad went to the lane, they collapsed on him, had 2 or 3 around him. That ball was already down low, and that didn't help his cause any.
Hughes to the left of the basket on the baseline to trigger it in. Lob it out to Mitten. Catches it over the shoulders to Cole. Nearly stolen, but Fletcher gets it. Launches 3. Right side up and good. First 3 of the night for Fletcher. Rams up 7-2 as we near the 5-minute marker, quarter number 1. In the backcourt, Gebhardt gets the basketball. Hughes quickly on him, but bit too aggressive. And a reach-in foul will be called on Kirkland Hughes.
That's already 3 team fouls against Paoli. The first on Hughes, and that was still 5:01 to go in the first quarter. Opportunity for Tell City maybe to shoot free throws before the end of the quarter.
Missouri brings it up with the dribble. Will get it across the timeline. Rams retreat to their man-to-man. James works it to the right of the key. Baseline goes down low to Lindauer. Ball knocked away. Loose on the floor. Cole comes up with a turnover number 3. Up to Hughes to Fletcher Cole from the spike line. 3 on the way. It's off the front of the rim. Goes over the backboard out of bounds. It goes over to Tell City.
Paoli at least will get a chance to set full court pressure. 2-2-1 variety. Tell City hasn't had too much of an issue with it yet, but I don't think Paoli's as aggressive as they can be just yet.
James, that is, in the backcourt, used up the dribble, needs some help. Give it off to Gebhardt. Gebhardt in a trap, fires it down across the 10-second line. Jennings over to a driving Lindauer, whose shot is up, no good, but it's bounced out. And one official gave it to Paoli. The other from behind will give it back to Tell City.
Well, we'll give Lindauer a shot attempt. It was badly missed, and that means since it was tipped, it's a block shot on the part of Paoli.
4:26 to go. Rams up by 5 on the baseline. Inbounds pass comes to Missouri to the left of the key. Missouri with the dribble all the way down into the lane. The ball kicked around, and it goes off his foot out of bounds, and the Rams will get it back anyway.
Yeah, the official that made the first call the last time it went out of bounds, very emphatic on that one. Didn't want to be overruled, and he got it right. Paoli gets the ball back.
Nearly halfway through the first quarter of play, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James School Board. Rams up by 5 in the basketball. Go to the double high post set. Give it off on the left side. Sullivan Mitten between the circles to use. Dump it down low. Here's Dane Padgett, and as he turns, he came around with the arm and caught his counterpart wearing number 4, Nolan Gebhardt, in the head.
Yeah, Gebhardt took the worst of the contact, also gets the foul. That's going to be his first, and team first. Substitution, Dakota Apple will see his first action of the night. Kirkland Hughes to the Paoli bench.
For Ram fans, again, if you want to tune over to 96.9 occasionally, you can catch David Deaton with the girls' game over at Eastern to get a score and then quickly come back to join us. Out high, Cole looking, going to lob it into Padgett in a double team, put it down, ball knocked away. Dane comes out of there with it to Chad, a couple of dribbles. Free throw line jumper, it is no good, and the rebound cleared off by Jennings. Jennings will give it head down the left sideline to James. James between the circles on the dribble, shovels it over right side, bobbled there by Gebhardt, but he retreats. Gebhardt to the top of the key, used up that dribble to James. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Tell City setting some screens right along the free throw line area. Driving down the lane, Gebhardt couldn't get the shot off. Out to James, put a jump stop on, but then he lost it on the way up. See that checking in that last break was Dakota Apple, has been under the weather the last couple of days, so his minutes will be monitored very quickly. And also coming in will be Jackson Reynolds as Sullivan gets a break. Dakota came in for Kirkland in the Rams lineup.
All right, Paoli man-to-man on the out-of-bounds. Tell City will overload the left side.
James going to lob it in. Jennings in the backcourt will come down with it. Pulls it back out to reset the offense against the Rams man-to-man. Spin move into the left side of the high post. Nowhere to go. Give it off to James on the weave. He's used up his dribble. Out into the corner. Long 3 on the way is no good by Lindauer. And Dane Padgett up high. The rebound for the Rams. The Apple push it up to Jennings. Jackson Reynolds cuts it left side. A great feed over to Traylon Mitten. And up and good. The Rams run the fast break down the sideline and go to the opposite way for Mitten. And Mitten able to lay it up and in. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Seibert. 9-2, Rams on top. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics
Invest where it
and
matters
gadgets are
most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Tell City on the inbounds first, knocked out of bounds, get it back in. Now they got a trap along the sideline. Linebacker throws it away, stolen by Apple ahead to Fletcher Cole. And as he goes up, a reach-in foul going to be on Owen James. And that will put Fletcher Cole at the line for the Rams.
A foul on James. That'll be his first and team's second. Put Fletcher Cole to the free throw line. Couple of shots here coming.
Riley Leinenbach checked in. He's 5'9" and a sophomore. Averages just over 3 a game. Free throw by Fletcher up and good. He's got 4 on the night. Coming in, hitting right at 90% from the free throw line. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Second one by Fletcher up and good. Rams' biggest lead of the night at 9 at 11-2. Put up the 1-2-2 full court pressure. In the backcourt, Jennings has it. Give it off to James to Jennings. They pitch and catch back and forth. Jennings steps through the double team, knocked away, stolen by Apple. Here's Cole driving left side, lays it up and in. Rams defense leads the offense 7 for Fletcher, 13-2. Down the left sideline, looking Gebhardt across the timeline. Give it off to Leinenbach. Leinenbach pass it out front to Jennings. Jennings against the Rams 1-2-2 half-court trap. Swing it on the left side to James. James bounce pass, comes right side. Leinenbach tracks it down right in front of the Rams bench to Jennings into the corner. Jackson Reynolds has him. Jennings surveying the court. Not much there to go after. To the high post. Leinenbach has it. Dribbles in. Nowhere to go to James. Back to Leinenbach. Bobbled it. Got it back. Down to 2 minutes to go in the game. Tell City very patient on this set. On the right side, Jennings looking down low. Can't get it to Gebhardt. Will swing it back out to Leinenbach into the high post. Gebhardt drives, fakes. Now puts up a little 5-footer, no good. Reynolds fighting for the rebound. It's loose on the floor, and Jackson able to dig it out for Paoli on a good hustle play. Long lead pass from Cole to Apple, who goes left to right, lays it up and good off the glass. Rams still scoring transition, up 15-2. There's a near steal by Padgett at midcourt. He just literally spiked that one out of bounds. It'll be Tell City basketball.
Substitution for Paoli. Chad Sullivan will check back in. Dane Padgett will go out. Kirkland Hughes checks in. And Fletcher Cole will go out.
Minute 34 to go. Rams up now 15-2 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Into the backcourt, Jennings with the basketball. He's in a double team, needs some help to James down the left sideline. Back to Jennings. Near steal, it is stolen by Hughes. Hughes going to drive left side, lay it up and in. And once again, the Rams full court pressure leading to easy baskets, lead at 17-2. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Paoli off to a 17-2 start, shooting 7 of 11 from the floor. Not so good start for Tell City as they shoot just 1 out of their first 6. They are struggling just to get shots.
Rams continue to half-court trap. The ball goes through the hands of Lindauer, picked off out of there by Chad Sullivan. And then as Mitten gets tangled up with James along the sideline, he gets teed up. I don't know if he threw the ball back at him.
He did. What? He didn't like the contact, thought he got punched or elbowed really hard as he was going out of bounds. And as he went back out of bounds, he threw the ball intentionally at the player. So that'll be the technical against Minton. So he picks that up. That'll be his first and team fourth. And on, let's see, Tell City, they called a foul on them for pushing, but it's not up on the board.
I'll put it on 0, I believe. Now they're going to, well, now they're going to, yeah, and then the foul goes on Minton. Free throw by Meserve is up and good, the 5'10 senior, his first point of the night. Team high 11 points per ball game. Second free throw up and good. And that will also give the ball back over to Tell City. Got that as a turnover, the first of the night for the Rams with 1:07 to go. As Gebhardt comes back in, James will get a break. And Minton will come out. Dakota Apple back in for Paoli. Near midcourt, that's where Tell City will have it. Leinenbach gets the pass into the backcourt. Rams drop back into their half-court man-to-man. Leinenbach works right side against Hughes, looks for cutters down low. Hands it off to Lindauer, back to Leinenbach, who drives down the lane, but then his shot blocked out of there by Kirkland Hughes.
Just a matter of the Paoli player being bigger, stronger, and quicker off his feet. That time Hughes just blocked it right out of bounds, no problems at all.
Meserve to the left of the basket, going to lob it in to Leinenbach to the left of the key. Leinenbach bounce pass, goes on the left side. Jennings down low in the lane. And Lindauer just a little shove from behind, and Chad Sullivan picked up a cheap second foul.
Yeah, he's picked up 2 of them like that, and that is his second. Team foul number 5. He just over-aggressive with the closeout, so to speak. He bumps him from behind, moves him a foot in the process. And Lindauer now will get a couple of free throws.
Lindauer, 6'4 senior, free throw rattles around, hits the front of the rim, back of the rim, and goes through for his third point. Sullivan will come out with those fouls, which means he's going to set for a while as Dane Padgett re-enters the Rams lineup. 51.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Rams on top, 17-5. Lindauer ready to go. His second free throw on the way. It is up. It spins in and out, no good. And coming down with the rebound, Dane Padgett, but then a reach-in foul going to be called as Gebhardt grabbed him on the arm.
That foul on Gebhardt's going to be his second, so that's trouble for Tell City. Not the deepest team in the world, so they're going to have to worry about him. His second and team third.
Rams will bring it up court. Cole will pick it up ahead to Apple to the right side. Back to Cole. Swing it left side to Padgett to Hughes on the left wing. Tell City going to lob it over the top to a cutting Padgett. Couldn't finish it off on the nice pass from Hughes, and the rebound cleared off by Gebhardt. Give it off to Leinenbach in the backcourt. Leinenbach looking, bounce pass. Driving down as Lindauer splits 2 defenders, put it up in traffic, and good. Isaac Lindauer's got 5, and it's 17-7 with 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play here. Quarter number 1 at Chambers Gymnasium. Apple to the left of the key against the man-to-man to Hughes right at the center circle. Rams a little semi-delay here as they hold for the final shot. Tell City will get the ball unless we have a jump ball. Out high, little give and go. Give it off to Hughes. Fakes 3, steps back. Kicks it off left side to Apple with 2 down low. Reynolds, 1 dribble. Put it up left hand at the horn. It comes up short and no good. And that'll be your first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli on top, 17-7. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762 Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams will take a 10-point lead heading into the second quarter of play tonight.
Shooting percentages through one. Paoli 7 of 13 overall. Not a bad start. 1 out of 3 on their three-point tries. Tell City just 2 of 8, 25%.
Leinenbach, Meserve out on the court, joined there by Jennings. He has the ball to the left of the key. Lindauer and Kleeman sees his first action. Here's Meserve driving down the lane. A little runner up and good off the glass by Meserve. He's got 4. The lead back under double digits at 17-9. Tell City stays in their half-court man-to-man. Cole along with Hughes. Here's Fletcher with the dribble. Reverses at the high post. Turn, right-handed jumper up. No good. Ball tipped around. And Meserve, the deep rebound. Heads up court down the right sideline. Stopped there by Hughes finally on the baseline. Padgett reaching in. Got away maybe with a foul, but a nice save by Ian Sullivan, who comes in to poke the ball over to his teammate Kirkland Hughes. Quickly up the Cole. Maneuvers down the lane. Put it up with the left hand and good off the glass. 9 is a nice soft shot by Fletcher Cole in traffic. Rams continue 1-2, 1-1 full court pressure. Meserve down the right sideline. Contact and a blocking foul will be called on Fletcher Cole at the 10-second line.
That foul on Cole will be his first and team first of the quarter. And that will give the ball over to Tell City across the way. Tell City looks like they're trying to play a little more up-tempo, at least at the start of this quarter.
Sullivan nearly held the man coming back, Leinenbach, but able to break free. Leinenbach across the timeline, works right side, and now reaching foul will be called on Ian.
Ian, he like I said last game, he's just got that habit. The hands come down when the man starts to move, and he reaches out, and a lot of times he's going to be right in the middle of the court and right in front of the official when he does it.
Like the first quarter, Rams early on here, a couple of quick fouls into the backcourt. Leinenbach has it. Again, coming in, the 5'9" reserve point guard is a sophomore. Sullivan also a sophomore. Works with him across the 10-second line to Jennings. Jennings fakes now. He dribbles inside the arc. Little give and go, but the pass is tipped around, still tipped around loose. Mitten collides down low with Jennings, and Jennings took the worst of that one on the hardwood.
Yeah, both took a pretty hard tumble, and that just didn't look all that pretty. Lindauer was actually the one getting up off the deck, and he's the biggest and the strongest of the Tell City boys, and he still took a little bit worse than what Paoli got.
Last touch by the Rams into the corner with the basketball is Kleeman. Kleeman will bring it out. Kleeman, a 6'2" and a junior, averaging about 2 points per ball game. This is a long, lanky team here. Down the lane, kick it out. Lindauer, hook pass over the Leinenbach. Look, a little two-man game on the right side. Couldn't get it back down to the big man, Lindauer. Will instead pass it out front to Jennings. Goes to the left elbow. Couldn't get the shot off to Kleeman. Kleeman is a shooter, and the Mitten quickly closes out on him to Meserve between the circles. Meserve takes it to the left of the key with the pick and roll. Bounce pass down low. Cole is there. He got a hand on it, but also did Jennings for Tell City, and Jennings touched it last. That'll be 8 turnovers on the marksman.
Now, Paoli really sharp defensively. Switching on the screens out front. Tell City wants to do that dribble drive off of the screen, and they just have not been able to get free at all.
Rams up by 10 as we near the 6-minute mark of the first half of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Kirkland Hughes launches a long three right of the key, no good. Rebound cleared off by Lindauer to Leinenbach. Down the right side quickly into a double team, keeps the dribble alive. Ball tipped away, comes down with it. Still in a world of hurt, and will throw it off the leg of Dakota Apple out of bounds.
Yeah, he was in such a situation almost all the way down to the corner of the court. He was past the end of the Paoli bench, and his teammates were not going to be able to come to him, and he wasn't tall enough to get the ball out.
Nearly stolen by Apple, but Leinenbach gets it back. Jump pass over into the corner to Lindauer on the baseline. Fakes the pass, dribbles in. Try to spin move on the baseline. The ball poked away with the help defense. Tell City will keep possession.
Yeah, Minton was there with the help defense. He kind of came off of his man. As soon as Lindauer went to spin inside, the ball was knocked away.
Rams up by 10. Tell City basketball. Leinenbach gets it in the corner to Meserve. Meserve picked up in the man-to-man by Cole. He'll hand it off. Left side to Jennings. Jennings between the legs dribble out beyond the arc to the left of the key. Gets a screen, dribbles to the baseline. Goes all the way around, kick it back out. Lindauer's a little short jumper and no good. Rebound pulled down by Apple. He'll bring it up with the dribble across the timeline to Cole. Fakes, dribbles down the lane. Jump pass in the corner. Kirkland Hughes winds up 3 left side. It is no good. Back tapped out of there by Apple, who went over the much smaller Leinenbach, who had inside position, and Dakota will be called for the foul.
That foul on Apple is his first and team third. I think just about everybody that has played so far for Paoli, with the exception of Jackson Reynolds, who just checked back in, everybody has picked up at least one foul.
5:07 to go. Rams continue to extend full court pressure, 2-2-1. Bounce pass to Kleeman down the left sideline into the offensive end. Back to Jennings to Leinenbach. Leinenbach to the right of the key, used up the dribble, pass deflected, but Meserve able to corral it. Meserve fakes left now down the lane, kick it out Leinenbach. He fakes 3, and as he made his move, he will be called for a walk, and that will be turnover number 9.
Gives me a chance to pass along a score. The girls are over at Eastern tonight. They've gotten to halftime, and Eastern is up 30-16.
Okay, so the Rams some work to do in the second half. Appreciate David Deaton passing that information along to us. Rams here at home, the boys are up by 10. Cole dribbles down, steps through the double team, little scoop shot. It is up, no good. And the rebound cleared off by Kleeman. Kleeman will bring it up with the dribble. Right side to Jennings. Jennings kick it out in the corner. Meserve's high arcing 3. It is no good. And it took a high bounce off the rim and goes behind the backboard. It'll be Paoli basketball.
Yeah, we can go a week or 2 weeks without seeing that basketball go over the backboard, but I think we've seen it like 5 times tonight, several times in a JV game that was won by Paoli earlier, and that the second time here in the varsity.
Cole working on the right side, posting up down low. Here's Paget as he got his defender on his hip. Lindauer pleading that it was a jump ball, but didn't have quite enough basketball for a jump ball.
No, he had a lot of his chest on Paget's back and a hand on the basketball in the process. The foul is called. Lindauer picks up his first and team first.
Apple going to lob it into Cole just to the right of the free throw line. Dribbles in, free throw line jumper by Fletcher, rolls around, no good. But Jackson Reynolds with an extra chance there on the offensive glass. His shot would not fall. But Jackson is fouled, and that'll put him at the free throw line.
And that foul is on Byron Meserve, his first and team second. Heard in the pregame from Coach Seibert of Tell City that offensive rebounding for Paoli was a key. They had to limit them, and so far Paoli's been doing a real good job on the boards.
Free throw by Jackson Reynolds up and good. His first point of the night coming in, hitting 50% from the free throw line. Rams up 20-9, 4:10 to go. First half, second free throw, spin in and out. Tipped around, mid right over to Apple, who's up in front of the rim, lays it up and good. Good heads-up play by the Rams there, 4 on the night for Dakota. Bob ahead, Jennings down the right sideline. Stops just across the timeline at jump stop, but his momentum carried him forward, and he walked with the basketball.
And didn't want to get turnovers either. That was another key from Coach Seibert. But Paoli defensively, I mentioned earlier, they have just been sharp defensively, shutting down pretty much whatever it is that Tell City wants to do. And they want to screen and get free off of those, and they have not been able to.
Minton on the right wing bobbled it, got it back into the corner, used 3 for Kirkland on the way, back of the rim, no good. Reynolds another offensive rebound, couple of dribbles, spins in the lane, has the ball poked away from behind, and he'll be able to track it down in the backcourt to save the possession. Paoli will reset with 3:35 to go. Cole on the dribble, down the lane he goes, in traffic, shot no good. However, Fletcher is fouled, and he'll walk back to the free throw line.
And that foul will be on 11 in red. That is Talon Jennings, his first. Team third of the quarter, Fletcher Cole to the free throw line. He was there twice in the first quarter. He's got 9 points right now.
Free throw up and good, gets him in double digits at 10, and as we talked about, with that almost 24-point average, you can get a few at the free throw line, which Fletcher does, and if he gets there any game 9 to 10 times, that's going to be a big night for him, and he's able to knock down another one, 4 out of 4 at the line. 24-9 with 3:29 to go. Full court pressure. Kleeman in the backcourt to Leinenbach. Leinenbach into the offensive end, picked up the dribble to Kleeman to the right of the key. Goes cross court to Jennings. Jennings looking, spinning down low. Now pulls it back out with the dribble, staying behind the arc to Leinenbach, right of the key to Kleeman. Down low in the lane, Lindauer turns left now, back right and up and good off the glass. Nice move by Isaac Lindauer. He's got 7. He comes in averaging just over 8 a ball game, makes it 24-11 with 3 minutes to go. Used between the circles for the Rams, handed off to Cole, step back long 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound cleared off by Kleeman. Kleeman gives it up. Leinenbach rushes it up across the timeline. Give it up to Jennings on the left side, back to Kleeman, top of the key to Leinenbach. Ball poked away from behind by Kirkland Hughes, picked up by Jackson Reynolds, ahead to Fletcher Cole. Fletcher down the lane he goes, scoop shot left side with the right hand, up and good. 13 on the night for Fletcher, 26-11 with 2:30 to go here in the first half of play. Paoli on top. In the backcourt against the press, Meserve has it in the middle of the court. Used up that dribble to Leinenbach. Leinenbach yet to get it across the timeline. Now he does. He's got triple team to Meserve. Kick it out into the corner to Kleeman. One dribble, still couldn't get the shot off. Meserve pushing down low, put it up and good over Padgett. Nice play by Meserve for his 6 point, 26-13. Apple rushes it up the right sideline into the offensive end. Dump it down low to Padgett. Dane left all alone. Used up the dribble. Back out to Kirkland Hughes, and the Rams will reset in the offense as we roll under 2 minutes to go in the first half of play. Fletcher Cole pulls it back out near the 10-second line. Takes it with the dribble, working one-on-one. Jump stop down the lane. Little fadeaway baseline left hand, up and good. 15 for Fletcher Cole. Makes it 28-13 with 1:35 to go. In the backcourt, Jennings double team to Leinenbach across the timeline, shovels it in the corner to Kleeman, back to Leinenbach. Leinenbach to Jennings to the right of the key. Jennings against the 1-2-2 zone. Leinenbach dribbles in, and Hughes tried that little reach around foul, and this time they'll be called for a slap on the arm.
A little bit of trouble there for Paoli. Kirkland Hughes has picked up his second personal foul. Team foul number 4, whistled against Paoli. Hughes and Reynolds, they'll be coming out. Ian Sullivan and Dane Padgett will check back in.
Remember, Chad Sullivan has set this entire quarter because of the foul situation. Rams still up by 15. Bounce pass Meserve into the corner. Dribbles into the lane. Padgett got a hand on it. Meserve creating some space. Lowered that shoulder to the chest of Ian Sullivan. He will be whistled for an offensive foul.
And that foul is trouble for Tell City. Meserve is one of those seniors that's been playing since he was a freshman. That's his second personal foul, team foul number 4, and it will give it over to Paoli. And Meserve, with that second foul, will have to come out. They've also got Nolan Gebhardt, who has 2 fouls. He's the one that's going to check in to take Meserve's place.
1:15 to go. Rams up 28-13. Apple running the point. Double high post at Padgett to the left of the free throw line. Goes into the corner left side to Cole, around the perimeter, along the arc, dribbles to the free throw line, reverses back out, kick it off to Sullivan. Ian's 3 on the way, back of the rim, no good, and the rebound cleared off by Lindauer. Give it off to Leinenbach down the left sideline, all the way to the rim, put a shot up in traffic. Oh, and that thing spun out of there, and Sullivan comes down with the rebound. Here's Cole in transition, lob it ahead to Padgett, tried to catch it and lay it up in one motion. Lindauer got there, but just a little bit late. And he'll be called for the personal foul.
And even more foul trouble for Tell City. Lindauer picks that one up. That is his second and team 5th. That will put Padgett on the line to shoot 2.
Dane coming in tonight, just 30% from the free throw line, averaging 5 points per ball game. Just 44.4 seconds remaining here in the first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Padgett's first free throw, back of the rim, too hard, no good. Keeps it at 28-13. Looking for his first point of the night is Dane, who got the start tonight. As a result of Cooper Spires, who will be out for several weeks with that kneecap injury that he suffered the other night against Christian Academy. Second free throw, it is no good. Rebound tracked down by Gebhardt to give it off to Leinenbach in the backcourt. Rams continue their full court pressure. Jennings has it. Used up the dribble, needs some help. In the middle of the ball, bobbled by Nebhart. He falls to the floor. Still rolling around and finally gives it off to Kleeman. Kleeman right side, lob it back out to Jennings. Jennings in the corner. Leinenbach loads up 3. It rims in and out, no good. Lindauer flies through, kept the ball alive, then tapped it right back to his teammate Gebhardt in front of the rim and lays it up and good for 2. Quickly the other way. Here's Ian Sullivan driving pump fade in traffic. It is shot no good, but a foul call. This could be big if it goes on Lindauer.
See who they want to put that foul on in red. They come over and put it on 20, and that's Eli Kleeman. So a break there. That's just his first. Already over the limit. That'll put Ian Sullivan to the free throw line for a pair.
Ian at the varsity level, 40% free throw shooter. This one's up and good.
His first point of the night.
29-15, Rams on top with 12.5 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard here in the first half of play at Chambers Gymnasium. Second free throw up and good. So Ian got them both. Gives him 2 on the night to double up the score at 30-15. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Nebhart bobbled it to Kleeman. Kleeman lobbed it across court, and Paget able to sky and just get a fingertip on it and tip it out of bounds. Still be Tell City basketball.
Yeah, one of those deals where you're in the first row of the bleachers, you better be paying attention. Just about got a few of them.
5 seconds to go. Inbounds to Jennings. Down the lane, driving, putting it up is Nebhart. He is fouled with 1.2 seconds to go. Nice give and go out high by Tell City to execute it in the final few seconds, and we'll get a chance with Nebhart at the free throw line.
That foul is on Dane Paget. That's his second, so 3 Paoli starters now with 2 fouls apiece, and that foul given with just a second to go in the half.
Gebhart, that is a 6'3" and a senior. Free throw in and out, no good. Still at 2 points. Comes in averaging almost 9 points a ball game. Keeps the score at 30-15. Gebhardt's second free throw. It is up off the rim, no good, but right there to come in and get a tap was Jennings, but it would not fall. A tough break there for Tell City on a good play by Jennings at the horn, and now to keep the score at 30-15 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard at halftime. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Rams enjoy a 15-point lead here at the half as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Paoli jumped out in this ball game, got the first 2 baskets of the night from Traylon Mitten and Chad Sullivan and led it 4-0. Tell City got on the board with a bucket by Lindauer at the 6:15 mark to make it 4-2. But then the Rams turn up the pressure in their full court, able to get steals, easy baskets, and reel off a 13-0 run. And just like that, it was 17-2 in favor of Paoli at the 121 mark as Tell City goes over 6 minutes without scoring there in that first quarter of play. Marksman then on the technical able to get a couple of free throws and then added another free throw as well. Meserve hit the 2 technicals. Lindauer added another one to cut the lead back to 17-5. And then it was with 30 seconds to go that Lindauer got a bucket to make it 17-7 as the Rams went 1:21 in that first quarter without scoring to close it out. Tell City comes out and scores the first 2 points of the second quarter to get the lead under double digits at 17-9. However, Paoli gets rolling again. And they go on a 7-0 run, a bucket by Fletcher Cole, a free throw by Jackson Reynolds, a basket by Apple, 2 more free throws by Fletcher, and the Rams were up 24-9 as Tell City hit that drought again, as this time they go over 4 minutes without scoring. It's 24-11 the next time that they put one through the hoop on a bucket by Lindauer to 3:08 mark. And then Paoli, they just kind of play even for the rest of that half, and the Rams able to enjoy the lead here at the half, 30-15, as we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Taking a look at rebounding tonight in the first half, Paoli with 10, 3 offensive rebounds. Tell City a dozen rebounds, 2 second-chance opportunities. Big difference, turnovers in this ball game. Coach Seibert said that would be a critical stat here tonight, and so far it's not going the Marksman way. They have a dozen turnovers in the first 2 quarters of play, while for Paoli, they just have 1 miscue in quarters 1 and 2 combined. At the half on the Whitfield Investments halftime report, Paoli on top, 30-15. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Well, 2 quarters in the books, and Paoli, they are out in front of Tell City. 30-15 is your halftime score. As the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we can also pass along a third quarter score for the Paoli girls, the Lady Rams. They are over at Eastern tonight, and coming up on the short end of it right now, trailing 40-24 after 3. Looking at first half stats as far as shooting percentages are concerned, Paoli shoots it okay, 44%. They were good in the first quarter, 54%, but then fall off to just 4 out of 12 in the second quarter for 33%. They're 11 of 25 overall. Included in that 11 of 25 overall figure is just 1 out of 8 3-point shooting for Paoli tonight, 13% there. They were 0 for 5 in the second quarter of play. Where Paoli has made up some ground on Tell City is at the free throw line. Paoli 7 of 10 in the first 2 quarters. They shoot 70%. As far as Tell City is concerned, shooting just 6 out of 17 overall, 35%. They were, however, 4 out of 9 in that second quarter for 44%. Included in that 6 of 17 overall figure is 0 for 5 3-point shooting for Tell City. They were 0 for 2 in that second quarter of play. At the free throw line, Tell City just 2 out of 6 in the first half, so they've left some points on the line as they shoot just 33% from the free throw line. 30-15, that's your halftime score. Paoli out in front. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be taking a look at individual scoring from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Well, 2 quarters in the books, and the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at individual scoring from first half action. Fletcher Cole leads the way as usual for Paoli. A big first half. He has exactly half of Paoli's points. He's got 15 of the 30. Pretty well balanced throughout the rest is Traylon Minton. He's got 4. Dakota Apple, he's got 4 as well. 2 points apiece for Chad Sullivan and for Kirkland Hughes, as well as Ian Sullivan. And Jackson Reynolds chips in with 1 point. For Tell City, just 3 players in the scoring column. Isaac Lindauer, he leads the way with 7. Byron Meserve, he has 6. And Nolan Gephardt has 2. Scores by the quarters. Paoli was up after 1, 17-7. Second quarter, Paoli outscores Tell City 13-8. That gets us to our halftime score of 30-15. Well, we'll get one more break in, and when we come back, we will get you ready to go with second half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you. Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Just about ready for second half action. As we wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we take a look at the foul situation from first half action. Paoli, 3 starters with 2 fouls apiece. Dane Paget, Chad Sullivan, and Kirkland Hughes, each with 2. And for Tell City, Gebhardt, Lindauer, and Meserve all have 2. Paoli begins the half with possession of the basketball.
Hughes works on the right wing out of the screen. Here's Cole launching 3, left of the key, counted, a foul called underneath. The basket will go away from the basketball. Looks like Dane Paget will be called for the shoving foul, trying to get some position underneath the rim.
That foul on Paget's going to be his third, team first of the quarter.
It'll be Gebhardt, Lindauer, James, Jennings, and Meserve to start this quarter for Tell City. Rams go 2-2-1 full court pressure. Lob it ahead down the right side to Jennings. Waits for teammates to get across the timeline to James. Rams go with Mitten, Paget, Sullivan, Cole, and Hughes, their original starting 5. Down the lane, the ball goes off the hip of Gebhardt, picked up by Mitten, ahead to Hughes. Launches 3, right at the key. It's off the rim, no good. Tipped around. Sullivan comes down with it in traffic, lays it up and in. Paget kept that ball alive, and that's 4 on the night for Chad. 35-15, stolen in the backcourt. Can Mitten save it? He does, but it goes right back over to the possession of Tell City. Quickly, James into the offensive end. Kicks it out in the corner, right back to James from Jennings, and as James goes up, a foul will be called, and it will go on Paoli.
Yeah, and it's probably going to go on Dane Paget. It will. They had a sub at the bench to get him out. Couldn't get him out quick enough. He picks up his 4th personal foul. And that will send Tell City to the free throw line. Owen James will be shooting 2.
Those 2 fouls coming in the first 54 seconds of this third quarter. James, 6'2", and a junior, averaging almost 7 a ball game. His first point of the night. Apple will come in, and Paget will come out. Kleeman will come in for Tell City. Gebhardt will take a rest here early on as well for the marksman. Rams set it up along the free throw line with Mitten and Sullivan down low. At the line. On the way, the shot is up and good by Owen James as he got both of them to cut the lead to 35-17. Apple quickly down the right sideline to Sullivan. 1 dribble, lost it, still fighting for it, comes back with it, put it up in traffic from 5 feet, up and good. Finally, Chad got a handle on it, knew exactly what he was going to do with it, laid it up and in for his 6th point. Lead back up to 20. In the backcourt, Meserve, lob it ahead to Kleeman. Kleeman going to launch 3, left side, spins in and out, no good. Apple, the strong weak side rebound for Paoli. Mitten will rush it up with the dribble. He'll slow things up to Cole. Cole works it out along the perimeter to the left of the key. Fletcher keeps the dribble alive against the man-to-man, gets a screen, now going to launch 3, left side, bottom of the net. 21 on the night for Fletcher Cole, 40-17 in favor of Paoli. Full court pressure, Jennings in the backcourt. Into the middle of the court to Meserve. Kick it out to Kleeman into the corner. 1 dribble, step back, 3 on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Sullivan cleans off the rebound for the Rams to Cole. Pushes it up the left side. Gets it down to the arc, hands it off to Apple. Right back to Hughes. Hughes fakes left, goes right down the lane, all the way to the hoop. Put it up, blocked by Meserve. And the rebound pulled out of there nicely. Coming up, James. Used the dribble in the backcourt, lost it, stolen by Hughes. Now he drives, couldn't get the shot off. But James compounds his mistake with the turnover by picking up a foul.
And that foul on James is going to be his 2nd. Team foul number 1. It will put Kirkland Hughes to the free throw line. Hughes missed that shot just a previous possession, but then didn't give up on it defensively, came back, got a deflection, and got a steal.
Free throw by Kirkland, front of the rim, back of the rim, and bounces off. used just 60% at the free throw line. We talked about that the other night, thinking he'd be much better at the line. He's got 2 on the game. He averages 7. Jackson Reynolds will come in. Dakota Apple will come out. I don't know if he hit his shoulder or something, but he's being checked out by Ian Bostock, the Rams trainer. Second free throw up and good by Kirkland. 41-17, full court pressure. In the backcourt, the ball loose as Klima just misfired that pass, and it's stolen by Reynolds. Rams work it. Sullivan to Cole, back to Sullivan. Here's Chad down the lane. Put it up in traffic. Got it, and a foul. Strong move by Chad Sullivan in the lane to go through the contact and have a three-point play opportunity.
And Chad's got 8 on the night now, and that foul will go on Leinenbach. That'll be his first and team second.
Lead up to 43-17 with 5:43 to go here in the third quarter of play. Sullivan's free throw up, and he got it. Completes a three-point play. Again, Chad didn't play much in that first half, less than a quarter because of fouls.
He's already got 7 points in this quarter and 9 on the game.
Mitten strips it away, hits a cutting Kirkland Hughes. His shot no good. Rebound by Jackson Reynolds. His shot would not go, but a foul will be called. And Jackson Reynolds walks back to the Rams' free throw line.
Kirkland's got to be wondering what in the world is going on tonight. He can't get a shot to fall. And Paoli just kept after it, though. Reynolds will get a couple of free throws now. That foul was on Meserve, his third.
First one by Jackson is up and good. As Hughes will come out and re-entering Dakota Apple. Good to see there. That's 2 on the night for Jackson Reynolds, who we expect to see more playing time as long as Cooper Spires is sidelined with that injury. Second free throw back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around. Jennings finally clears it out of there for the marksman. Brings it up quickly with the dribble. Into the corner, Gebhardt drives down the lane. Lost it on the way up, but a foul going to be called on Traylon Mitten as he walks away, and the official give him a long look. Traylon's got the label now. They're going to be watching closely.
And that is the same official that called the technical on him in the first half, so he just walked away as calmly as he could. Mitten picks up the foul, his second and team third.
At the line for the marksman, Nolan Gebhardt knocked down that free throw, up and good for his 3rd point of the night. Comes with 5:23 to go here in the third on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Second free throw, back of the rim, too hard. Rebound cleaned off there by Mitten. Gives it up to Apple down the left sideline. A hit to Sullivan ahead of the pack, goes up, and pump fake got Lindauer off his feet, and a foul going to be called on Lindauer. And that will put Chad Sullivan back at the free throw line for Paoli.
A little bit of trouble for Tell City as Lindauer picks it up. That's going to be his third and team foul, number 4. So with 5:16 left in the third quarter, it's Tell City that's in danger of putting Paoli at the line.
Free throw by Sullivan comes up short off the front of the rim, no good. Mitten will come out. Kirkland Hughes re-enters for Paoli. 45-18, Rams on top, 5:16 to go in the third. Chad's second free throw, this one much better, up and in. Split him down, he's got 9, right about at his average, just a little over 11 per ball game. Rams stay in their 2-2-1 full court pressure. Gebhardt in the backcourt, beats him with the dribble. Oh, a nice no-look pass, dumped it off to Lindauer, who laid it up and good on the right side. Good execution there, that is 9 for Lindauer, 46-20. 5 minutes to go in the third. Cole steps back, 3 right of the key, up and good. Fletcher Cole, another long-range bomb, 24 on the night, 49-20. Rams keep racking them up in the backcourt against the pressure. Gebhardt beats it with the dribble ahead to Meserve. Meserve jump pass down low, and there once again is Lindauer. They are able to beat the press. Hughes got back there late, and Kirkland came flying through, but also got Lindauer on the arm.
That foul on Hughes is going to be his third, team fourth. One more before Tell City shoots the bonus, as it is fouled in the act. Lindauer will go up there looking for double digits.
6'4" and a senior is Isaac Lindauer. Coming in, averaging just over 8 points per ball game. Free throw is up front of the rim and kicks out of there, no good. Hughes will take a break. Traylon Mitten will quickly re-enter the Rams lineup. Coach Cole trying to work around there. Those guys have got 2 and 3 fouls. Make sure somebody doesn't end up getting like poor Dane Padgett and get 2 in less than a minute. Second free throw back of the rim, no good. Flying through there, Gebhardt with an offensive rebound. Now turns back in right side, no good. Rebound put up by Lindauer, no good. And finally, Jackson Reynolds fights it out of there and digs it out for the Rams. quickly to Traylon Mitten, driving left side shot, no good. Rebound, Sullivan, no good. Second chance by Chad, though, is up and in. Rams just keep at it. 12 for Chad. Big second half, really a big third quarter for him. In the backcourt, Gebhardt in a double team is fouled. Cole and Mitten were both there for Paoli. And the guilty party will be, I believe it's going to be on Traylon.
Yeah, he
put 30, but
yeah,
Dakota wasn't even there.
All right. Yeah, I was kind of hesitant because I saw him put up 30, but you didn't mention 30 in the area, and they're going to stick with that. Apple picks it up, his second and team fifth.
Gebhardt's free throw up and good. The first one to fall. He's got 4 on the night. Lead cuts to 30 at 51-21 with 4:20 to go here in the third. Second free throw up and good as well. Rams bring it up court. Tell City, not a pressing team and not doing that here tonight, staying in their half-court man-to-man. Cole dribbles down the lane, puts up a runner. It is no good, and a blocking foul going to be called. Not to the happiness of the Tell City fans that are here tonight that have made the long trip up State Road 37, 145 and over.
A foul on Leinebach. That's going to be his second. Team foul number 5, so Paoli will shoot double bonus the rest of the quarter.
Free throw by Cole up and in. Spun around, almost kicked out, but did not. Fletcher with 25 on the night. By the way, over the weekend, able to pass Brett Bosley as the 5th all-time leading scorer in Rams history. And he added another point to that total to make it 53-22. 4:10 and counting in the third. Rams go 1-2-2 full court pressure this time as Gebhardt nearly bobbled it, gives it off through Leinenbach, who checked back in. Over to Jennings, into the high post. Lindauer going to turn into a double team, throws it away right to Fletcher Cole. Fletcher looks up for it, brings it up with the dribble, stops, launches 3 right at the key, in and out, no good. Tipped around, somehow Mitten comes down with it. He goes up in a double team. He is fouled, and Traylon will be at the free throw line for the Rams. They're really doing a job on the offensive glass here in this third quarter of play.
And that foul's going to be trouble for Tell City because their big man, Isaac Lindauer, has now picked up his 4th personal foul. Already over the limit, and Mitten, fouled in the act, will be going to the line anyway. He's got 4 points, all of those back in the first quarter of play.
Free throw by Traylon, up and good, hitting 42% on the season, gives him 5. As Ian Sullivan will come in, Jackson Reynolds will come out, who has played well for Paoli off the bench tonight. 54-22. Mitten trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip here tonight. Second one is up, and it rattles around, no good. Rebound cleared off by Gebhardt. They give it off to Leinenbach in the backcourt. Leinenbach to Gebhardt. Gebhardt swing it in the corner to Meserve on the left side. Rams drop back into 1-2-2. Here's Gebhardt driving down the lane, put up a running one-hander. It comes up short, no good. Ball is batted around underneath the bucket, and it last touched by one of the red-clad marksmen.
Yeah, Gebhardt was chasing after it, hit his shoulder, and went right out of bounds. Now Paoli possession of it.
3:30 to go in the third quarter of play. Rams comfortably in control, 54-22. Apple has it on the right side against the man-to-man. Pass it out front to Mitten between the circles to Cole. Cole fakes now, drives in, pull up baseline jumper, count it, and a foul. As Meserve will be called for that one, and Fletcher Cole will have a 3-point play opportunity.
And he's got 27 now, if my numbers are right. Maybe 28, actually.
56-22, Rams on top. Getting near that magic 35-point margin here. And a running clock. Free throw up and good. Got it right there. With 3:16 to go in the third quarter of play. Rams stay in their half-court trap in the backcourt. Gebhardt across the timeline. Works to the left of the key. Goes cross-court right side to Lindauer. To Gebhardt. Left of the key down the lane. He's got Jennings driving his shot up. No good. Ball tipped around. Mitten comes out of there with it for Paoli. Ahead to Cole. Fletcher stops. Pull up. Free throw line jumper short. No good. Rebound pulled down by Leinenbach. He brings it up court. The ball is knocked away from behind. Rams had possession, but Leinenbach went to the floor, and a foul going to be called on Paoli.
And they're going to put that one on Dakota Apple again. That's going to be his third, and free throws to be taken by Tell City.
To the line will be going Riley Leinenbach, 5'9", and a sophomore, the reserve point guard for this marksman team. Team, again, that relies on upperclassmen for their starters. 4 seniors and 1 junior here tonight. Free throw by Leinenbach up and good, his first point of the night. Checking Back in will be another junior, Eli Kleeman, and Byron Mazur will take a seat on the bench. Leidenbach, second free throw up and good. 57-24 with 2:47 to go here in the third. Rams won the JV comfortably, 64-24. Varsity trying to follow suit. Right side, Apple has it for Paoli. High post pass to Mitten. Dump it down low in the lane. Chad Sullivan turns left, put it up and good off the glass. Lindauer can't do anything with those 4 fouls. 14 for Chad. Big third quarter here, 59-25. Jennings has it top of the key between the legs dribble. Works to the left of the key. Picked up that dribble, needs some help. Ian Sullivan steals it from behind. And as Ian makes his way down court, a reach-in foul going to be whistled on the Tell City marksman.
Yeah, Leidenbach had the biggest smile on his face. Usually that's a sign I'm the one that did it. And he gets the foul. That's going to be his third and over the limit. So that will put Ian Sullivan to the free throw line. 2 out of 2 so far tonight. He's got 2 points.
2:16 to go here in the third. Free throw by Ian up and good on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Kirkland Hughes in, and Fletcher Cole with a big game will come out here as we near the end of quarter number 3. Sullivan, 5'11", and a sophomore. Second free throw up, back of the rim, no good. All red-clad marksman down low. Jennings, the rebound, turns and brings it up court with the dribble. Rams drop back into their half-court man-to-man. Jennings looks for cutters. Give it off to Lindauer. Back to Jennings. Jennings down the lane. Jump pass in the corner to Gebhardt. Gebhardt will pull it out with the dribble. Running the motion offense. Leidenbach to the right side. Kick it off in the corner to Kleeman. Kleeman couldn't get the shot off. Again, he's one of their pure shooters, but the Rams are really keeping him from getting a good look. Driving down the lane and spinning is Lindauer. He is fouled. A reach-in will be called on the Paoli defense.
And that foul, was that going to go on? That's going to go on 2. It looked like a 20, but a 2. And that gives Minton his third and over the limit. Gives us a chance final from the Lady Rams game tonight. Eastern 50, the Lady Rams of Paoli 32. And an air ball on that free throw attempt.
It hit net, but not all net the way you want it
yeah,
to be.
It was bottom of the net, yeah, but it missed the rim.
Lindauer at the line.
That's hard to do.
That it is. Second free throw. This one's going to be up and good. Making a 1 out of 2 trip. He's got 10 on the night. A couple of points above his average with 1:40 to go here in the third. Dakota Apple will bring it up with the dribble for Paoli to use to the left of the key. Lob it down on the baseline. Chad Sullivan had to chase down that high pass. Couldn't get it to the rim. Rams will reset. Into the corner to Ian. Ian with the dribble back to Mitten. Swing it over to Apple left of the key to Ian on the left corner. Ian used up the dribble. Back out to Mitten. Making Tell City work in their half-court man-to-man. Traylon Mitten has it. Bounce pass to Chad. Chad pulls it out with the dribble. Trying to turn down low. Knocked away from behind. And tipped away again. Gebhardt touched it last for Tell City. It'll be Rams basketball.
Halfway expecting Traylon to go ahead and put one up from three-point range. Pre-game talk, he was asked, are you going to put one up? And he said at least one, but not yet.
Not yet. He hasn't had that opportunity. We'll see. As Justin Fortin sees his first action, the 6'2 sophomore will come in to trigger it into Apple in the backcourt. Dakota bobbled it. Got it back up. Leidenbach puts the pressure on at the 10-second line. High double, high post. Give it left side to Chad Sullivan. To Apple. Apple just to the left of the key. Jump pass down low, tipped away by Lindauer and picked up out of there by Gebhardt. The Rams, that'll be their third turnover. Gebhardt going to go coast to coast. Went around Ian Sullivan, who tried to take the charge and put it up and good. Nice play by Nolan Gebhardt for his 7th point of the night. 60-27 with less than 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play at Chambers Gymnasium. Out high the screen. Apple has it. Keeps the ball alive to use. Step back 3 straight away. Off the rim, no good. Apple, along with Leidenbach, fight for the rebound. The official said that the Rams touched it last, and with the running clock, that's the way the third quarter will come to a close. At the end of 3 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard, Paoli out on top, 60-27. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Rams take the big lead of 60-27 into the fourth and final quarter of play here tonight. It'll be Tell City basketball. We'll have that running clock here in the fourth quarter of play. Nolan Gebhardt will be joined by Talon Jennings along with Riley Leinenbach. 4 fouls. Isaac Lindauer is out there along with Byron Meserve. Rams go with Traylon Nitton, Dane Padgett in foul trouble. He's out there as well. Kirkland Hughes, Fletcher Cole, and Chad Sullivan. Next break, though, the Rams will have a shift change. Meserve has it, launches three, left wing off the rim, no good. Fletcher Cole able to get the rebound for Paoli. He'll bring it up with the dribble to Mitten. Mitten right at the volleyball spike line. Tell City stayed in this man-to-man all night long. Here Cole fakes left, goes right, pull-up elbow jumper right side, no good. And the rebound pulled off by Gebhardt. They give it off in the backcourt to Leinenbach. Leinenbach brings it up across the timeline. Give it up left of the key, driving in. Gebhardt cut off at the free throw line. Give it out. Driving in, here's Lindauer. He put it up and good. Nice little soft roll as he took it straight to the rim. Isaac Lindauer, tough basket in traffic for 12. Makes it 60-29. Played nearly a minute. Hughes going to step back, launch three, left wing, off the rim, no good. Cole cuts down the rebound. Now he drives back in, and he comes up limping just a bit as I think he stepped on the foot of Lindauer, coming down very awkwardly there. Fletcher going to try and walk it off on that left side. Rams kind of hold their breath already with Cooper Spires injured and out for an undetermined amount of time, as we see both teams going to go to the bench after the free throw here.
And they'll have to wait because Tell City will have to make a substitution. Lindauer has just fouled out of the ball game. That was his fifth and first on the team here in the half.
Rams have Hayden Bostock, Ian Sullivan, along with Jackson Reynolds and Justin Thornton in their free throw by Fletcher, up and good. Cade Walls waiting at the bench. 30 on the night for Fletcher. Coming back after back-to-back really good games over the weekend against Valley and Christian Academy. Second free throw up and good as well. He'll end up with 31 on the night. With 6:57 to go, the lead up 62-29. Tell City has also gone to their bench. As checking in for the first time will be 22, Nathan Gebhardt, the brother of Nolan. As both of the Gebhardts will be out there on the floor. Nolan has it down in the lane, backs in, knocked away, and stolen on a good play by Ian Sullivan with the theft. Gives the ball back over to Paoli. Cade Walls will bring it up. Cade, a nice game in the JV in that 40-point win for the Rams. Bostock, the senior, lob it down low on the lane. Justin Thornton shovels it right back into Jackson Reynolds. Caught him in the face. Jackson got it back. Pump fake, a little left-handed shovel shot up and good. 4 on the night for Jackson Reynolds, 64-29. Leinenbach brings it up across the timeline between the circles, off the double high post screen. Couldn't get the shot off. Give it off to Jennings. Jennings waiting for some teammates to cut. Puts the ball on the deck. Hands it off to Kleeman out of the weave. Eli between the circles. Back to Leinenbach. He launches a long three. It's off the glass. No good. Sullivan pulls down the rebound for Paoli. Long lead pass down court to Bostock. Bounced off a defender. Hayden got it back. It's still loose. Mad scramble, and coming out of there with it is Nolan Gebhardt. And as he gets across the timeline, he gets tripped up with some defenders, goes hard to the floor. Foul will be called on Paoli.
Yeah, it looks like Cade Walls to be the guilty party. That's going to be his first and team first of the quarter. No free throws to be taken. Tell City will have to inbound over here in front of the scores table. Shooting percentages through three. Paoli 20 of 41 overall, 49%. But maybe the stat of the night, Paoli had 30 points in the first half. They scored 30 in the third quarter.
Big quarter there for the team, and particularly Chad Sullivan, as Walls deflects it into the backcourt, picked up by Leinenbach. Leinenbach has the ball knocked away and stolen by Walls. Cade going to drive, scoop it off the glass, and good. Nice steal and finish by Cade Walls for his first two of the night. We near the 5-minute mark, 66-29. Out front, Leinenbach between the circles with the dribble, comes left side to Kleeman. Kleeman looking down low. Finally bounce pass to Jennings, backing his way in on Thornton, muscles it up with the left hand off the glass, and good. Jennings' first two of the night. Bostock quickly in the offensive end, back to Walls around the perimeter to Thornton to Sullivan. Ian going to lob it back door to Thornton, catches it in one motion, tried to put it up, it would not go. And Nolan Gebhardt has the rebound, brings it up with the dribble, stops to the left of the key, make that Jennings. Give it off to the trailer Leinenbach. Leinenbach to the left of the key. And as he made his move just to the left of the key, Hayden Bostock a little bit too close for comfort. No, make that Cade Walls will be called for the foul.
Yep, Cade picks up the foul, his second, and team's second of the quarter. Substitution, you'll see Owen James checking back in, and Leinenbach will go out.
James, the junior, was a starter here tonight. He has the ball between the circles, gets a screen, works to the right of the key. Ball poked away by Thornton. James got it back, fire it down low to Nebhart. Into the corner, Kleeman, three from the left side. Oh, it's been in and out, no good. Rebound back up by Jennings. It will not go. And finally, Walls clears it off for the Rams. Here's Thornton going to launch a long two out of the left corner. It's no good. Ian Sullivan, the rebound, reverses left to right. His shot no good. Thornton, the third time, is able to lay it up and good. But Thornton just staying with it, gets his first two, 68-31 with 3:35 to go. Kleeman into the corner to Gebhardt. This is Nolan, and as he drives down low in the lane, got into a double team between Bostock and Reynolds, and the foul going to be called on Hayden Bostock.
Yeah, Bostock gets his name in the book. That'll be his first and team third. And as soon as we get a free throw, we'll get Lyden Poe, the last of the Paoli players, to get into the ball game tonight. He's set at the scores table.
At the line, Nolan Gebhardt, 6'3" and a senior. Free throw up and good. Gives him 8 on the night as Poe will come in and Reynolds will come out for the Rams. Everybody getting to see action here on this Tuesday night for Paoli. Again, this was a makeup game from earlier in the month that was snowed out. And both teams able to get this game in now in the latter part of January. Second free throw is up and good. Makes it 68-33. Cade Walls will walk it up across the timeline for the Rams. Go to the double high post set. Ball screen right side. Looking down low to Thornton. Gets it to him on the baseline. Justin right side. Looking nowhere to go. Pass it out front to Bostock to Ian Sullivan. Sullivan to the left of the key. Skip it over to Thornton. Thornton crosses over, backs it out at the top of the key. Right wing, a nice spin move by Ian Sullivan. Too nice, and he'll be called for a travel.
Yep, referee thinks he should have put the ball down sooner. He did not. Turn it over and give it back to Tell City.
They only have 5 turnovers for the Rams, and 4 of them coming in this second half. 2:40 to go in the game. Rams on top, 68-33. Kleeman into the corner, crosses over, drives baseline left side, shot partially blocked by Thornton, and Poe comes down with the rebound for the Rams. Everybody runs away from him, and finally Sullivan comes back to help him out. He'll give it off to Cade Walls, who'll run the point, high post to Poe. Poe looking in the double team, right side to Sullivan, sets the screen for Ian, skip it over the top to Bostock. Bostock on the left side, lost it, got it back, dribbles to the free throw line, give it off to Sullivan. Sullivan sets the offense to reset out front of Thornton to the left of the key. Thornton between the circles on the dribble, takes it down the lane. It opens wide up, and he drives to the glass, lays it up, and good. His 4th point of the night. 70-33, under 2 minutes to go. Quickly, Kleeman into the offensive end on the right side. Bounce pass to Gebhardt, back to Kleeman. Kleeman going to step back. 3 from the right wing, front of the rim, no good. Deep rebound tipped around. Bostock comes out of there with it for the Rams. Rushes it up with the dribble. Hayden all the way in, and then the ball knocked away as James reaches in and pokes it out of bounds.
Yeah, Bostock saw his opportunity. Tell City, a little bit slow getting back. Bostock had a full head of steam built up when he came up with the basketball. Just wasn't quite able to get past that last defender.
Bostock give it into Walls to the left of the key. Cade behind the arc, going to reset it out to Sullivan. Swing it right side to Thornton. Thornton between the circles with the dribble, gets the screen, crosses over, reverses it back to Bostock on the wing. Out front to Thornton. Thornton looking down low. Between the legs dribble, nowhere to go. Pass it out front to Walls, dribbles down the lane all the way to the hoop. Contact, shot up. Oh, Offensive foul going to be called on Cade Walls.
Thought he did a good job avoiding contact or trying to, but Walls gets stuck with the foul. That's going to be his third and team fourth. Player control foul and no free throws to be taken by Tell City.
Rolling clock, we're down to 45 seconds to go in this game. So Rams look to increase their winning streak to 6 games, their largest of the year. Down in the lane, Jennings going to pass it back out, knocked away, loose and stolen. Sullivan comes out of there with it, ahead to Thornton. Justin going to drive, put it up, shot no good. Rebound, Bostock. His shot would not go up and in. Still tipped around, and Walls comes out of there with it for the Rams for the final 20 seconds of this ball game. Rams, again, a couple of opportunities that wouldn't fall. Tell City going to just kind of lay back and let this clock roll down, and the Rams will come away with their 11th win of the season as they take care of the Tell City Marksmen, a game that was close early on in this first quarter, and the Rams break it open midway through that first quarter of play, and they roll on to a comfortable win here tonight. Your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Paoli 70, Tell City 33. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
There were no ties, no lead changes in this game as the Rams lead it wire to wire for the win, 70-33. Your final here tonight as we begin the Team OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Rams jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Tell City cut it to 4-2, but that's the closest that they would get here the rest of the ball game, as Paoli at that 4-2 margin went on a 13-0 run as they kept Tell City scoreless for over 6 minutes there in that first quarter of play from the 6:15 mark down to the, 5 minutes at 1:07 mark is where they finally able to get back on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams got it out to a 17-7 advantage at the quarter break. Tell City comes back, scores the first basket of the second quarter to get it under double digits, but that's as close as it would be for the rest of the game. Rams go on a 7-0 run to get it out to 24-9. The lead was 30-15 at the half. Then Paoli got Chad Sullivan rolling in that third quarter. Chad, who did not see a lot of action in the first half because of the foul situation that he got into. In fact, he had 2 fouls before the first quarter was even over with and did not play at all in that second quarter of play. Rams in that third quarter, they go on a 10-0 run to really break it open to 45-17, and they just kept on going. A big 30-point third quarter for the Rams as they were able to gap out that lead to 60-27, got that running clock there in the third quarter of play, and then coast on in the final 8 minutes of this ball game and win it 70-33. As Paoli improves to 11-1 on the season, have their first 6-game winning streak of the year. Tell City, they fall to 5-10. Taking a look at rebounding, the Rams able to have the edge there with a strong second half. Paoli 30 total rebounds and 13 second chance opportunities. Tell City, they had 23 boards on the night and 5 on the offensive glass. Rams take good care of the basketball with 6 turnovers in this ball game, 5 of them coming, though, in the second half of play. While for Tell City, that was one of the keys for tonight. Coach Seibert said they had to take care of the basketball against the Rams press. Well, it was a struggle all night long as Paoli really turned it up in that second quarter when they were able to get that lead out, get some easy baskets after steals. They forced Tell City into 12 turnovers in the first half, 9 more in the second half. So the Marksmen end up with 21 turnovers here in this ball game as Paoli wins it here tonight, 70-33. As we continue the OC Eats post-game show, we'll take a look at team and individual stats. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams use a big 30-point third quarter to break this game wide open and then coast to the win tonight, 70-33, and some big numbers put up in this Rams win.
Yeah, they really were. You only had 2 players in double figures, but Fletcher Cole, he had a huge night with 31 points, and Chad Sullivan, a huge third quarter after he was in foul trouble to start the game. He had 12 of his 14 in that third quarter of play. We'll get to individual scoring here in just a bit. Right now, we'll go ahead and look at shooting percentages for the ball game. Paoli wound up 24 out of 52 overall, 46% there. They were 4 of 11 in the fourth quarter of play for 36%, so the percentage through 3 was a little bit higher. Included in the 24-52 overall figure is 4 out of 15 from the three-point line for just 27%. At the free throw line, Paoli, effective tonight, 18 out of 26 overall, just a tick under 70%. As far as Tell City is concerned, they shoot 10 of 33 overall, 30%, but in the 3 of the 4 quarters, they were just 2 out of 8 from the field. 3 of the 4 quarters, they shoot 2 of 8. The other one, 4 out of 9. They wound up 10 of 33 for the night, 30%. Included in that 10 of 33 is 0 for 11 three-point shooting for Tell City, so they were not able to make a three-point shot tonight. At the free throw line, Tell City also left a few points there as they make 11 of 20 for just 55%. They were 2 out of 2 in that fourth quarter of play. Your final again was 70-33, Paoli over Tell City. We will take a break, and when the OC Eats postgame show continues, we'll be taking a look at individual scoring from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, the Paoli Rams victorious again tonight. 70-33 is your final. As the OC Eats postgame show continues, we'll be taking a look at the individual scoring tonight. Fletcher Cole, another big night, 31 points on the night. Pretty well balanced up until that fourth quarter of play. Didn't play a whole lot there. Matter of fact, really, he had 15 in the first half and 14 in the third quarter of play. He made 3 of his 4 3-point attempts in that quarter alone. Third quarter was also huge for Chad Sullivan. He finished with 14 points on the night. He had 12 in that third quarter of play. Balanced the rest of the way is Traylon Minton next on the list. He finished with 5 points. Then 4 points apiece for Dakota Apple, Jackson Reynolds, and for Justin Thornton. 3 points for Kirkland Hughes, and 2 for Cade Walls. As far as Tell City is concerned, 1 player in double figures and 1 just a point away. Isaac Lindauer, he finished with 12 points, then 9 for Nolan Gebhardt. Gebhardt scored all 9 of his points in that second half of play. Then 6 points for Byron Meserve, and 2 points apiece for Owen James, Talon Jennings, and for Riley Leinenbach. Scores by the quarters. Paoli was up after 1, 17-7. Second quarter, Paoli outscores Tell City by a margin of 13-8. That got us to our halftime score of 30-15. Third quarter, that was the decisive one. Paoli, a 30-12 advantage there. They led it 60-27 after 3. And in the fourth quarter, Paoli outscores Tell City again, this time by a margin of 10-6, and they win it 70-33. Well, we'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll get Coach Dusty Cole in for a few comments. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equalizing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Rams have won 7 out of the last 8 meetings between Tell City and Paoli, and over the last 40 years, the Rams hold the advantage 15-4 as Al that added in with the win tonight at 70-33 as we continue with the OC Eats postgame show. Head coach Dusty Cole joins us now, and after another big Rams win, now 6 in a row, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing pretty good basketball right now. All that starts on the defensive end. I think we've gotten a lot better there. This was kind of one of those challenging nights that you're playing a team that's been playing well. Don't have anything to lose coming in and just a whole lot to gain if they'd have to get a big win here. So, sometimes that's hard to play teams like that sometimes, and sometimes you come out a little bit flat, and being on Tuesday night especially. So we kind of talked about that early, but, I thought the kids did a good job coming out ready to play.
That they did, Coach, and, of course, a little question marks there with the injuries, some illness, then you get in foul trouble to boot right out of the gate.
Yeah, they challenged that depth early on, that's for sure. We talked about it, and kind of put it to the test there. We had a couple guys on the bench, and then, like you said, Cooper out, and we also had a couple guys sick too. So we kind of felt like, a few of those guys only got to play in some small stretches, as opposed to to the long minutes they normally get. So we did play a lot of kids, but I thought we did a nice job, and everybody that went in there had the effort we needed them to have. That's where it all starts. You got to start with the effort first. Defense is two things. You got to have the mentality to play it, and you have to want to stop people. Then you have to have the heart to play it. And we're starting to get better at getting both of those.
And Coach able to get a 13-0 run there in that first quarter, and it was triggered by your full court pressure.
Yeah, we just kind of saw on tape that we thought we could speed the game up a little bit. They've got a really nice team. They really do. And they got some really nice pieces. They're one of those teams that's kind of missing a true point guard. But all the five starters, they can really play, and they're good-looking kids, and just kind of missing that a little bit. And we kind of put them on their heels some. That's the thing. They end up just not attacking the pressure very much on the back end early. And, once teams start to do that, then you turn up the pressure a little bit more, I think. And we did a good job of mixing in, the types of pressure we had. Some of our pressure is just the man-to-man stuff full court, and then we'll mix in those traps full court, and then we can change it on you. Once you make a few adjustments, we can mix in those traps that actually, happen around the midcourt line. And they're all a little bit different, but they all put the pressure on in a different way, and that just allows us to mix it up, and, that kind of changes with the group we have as well in the personnel.
Coach led it at the half, 30-15, and mainly because you not only created turnovers, but you took real good care of the basketball.
Yeah, we always do that, for the most part, and I thought we did a great job of that. We actually didn't hit a lot of shots first half. I thought we had some really good looks, especially from the outside. I think Fletcher hit a three early, but I don't think we hit anything else from the outside. Got a few things around the basket, but most of the points we scored in the first half actually came off our defense. But we knew we were getting good looks. That's the thing. Even in the half-court offense, we were getting good looks, and a couple things happened. Chad had to go out. That's our post presence in there, and we came out in the third quarter, got the same looks, and was able to start knocking those shots down. And then all of a sudden, once we had the defense and the offense both going, we were able to stretch that out even more. And then with Chad on the floor, he just established himself inside too.
I was going to say, yeah, he got down there, made his presence known in a big way in that third quarter.
Yeah, he did, and he could have did that the first half too, but only played a few minutes in that first half, and again, that's where the bench comes in, and that's where we put some different kids in there. Jackson was really good off the bench, especially the first half when he had to play some big minutes, and he was ready to go, so that's a credit to him. But he does the same thing in practice. That wasn't a surprise. We knew he was going to get some more minutes tonight, but he had to come in a little bit earlier, and he was ready and really gave us a good boost there.
And Dakota played well, too, even though not 100% tonight coming off the bench.
Yeah, he brings so much energy, so it's kind of nice to bring a guy like that off the bench, too. He does it when he starts, but then when he comes in off the bench, he just gets his hands on everything. He's just very active, causes a lot of turnovers, but even when he's beat, he can get back in the play really well, and he's got good instincts. So it was nice to have him back. I was kind of worried we might not have him, but he did a nice job for us, too.
Well, a big third quarter there, Coach, where he scored 30 points.
Yeah, we just kind of got going, hitting those outside shots. And anytime we get Fletcher and Chad going, we have the inside-out game. And have those two guys are the guys that just kind of carry us on the offensive end. Kirkland didn't have the best night tonight, but we had those other guys, and everybody else made some big plays. I thought Traylon had a really nice game, too. I think he had 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. So just a really good game for him, and he had to handle the ball a little bit better for us. And he's able to do that. He's a power forward that plays, he can go inside and out, but he can also play the point. He's actually one of those true guys that can actually play the 1 through 5. We can put him anywhere, and he does a nice job. He can do it on both ends of the floor. He can guard a point guard, he can guard a post, he can actually handle the ball out front, or he can battle inside. And then, those guys are hard to find too. So he's a valuable piece as well. And then of course Fletcher just kind of got going and did his thing. Once he got just going in the third quarter, you just got to get him the ball a little bit. And those other guys have been playing just with him long enough to know that once he kind of gets 3 or 4 to go in, just keep setting screens and get ready. Because he can score in bunches.
And then, of course, when you made what we call the shift change, Coach, bring everybody in, those guys did their job to keep that lead at where it needed to be and actually outscored Tell City there late in the game.
they did a great job of that. And again, other than the first 2 or 3 times they went in to start this season, they kind of let the defense slip away a little bit and, gave up too many points. But they've done a great job since, and they did a good job tonight. We were going to change at the quarter, but didn't have everything figured out just right. So we started them just to get them in so we could talk to those other guys on the bench a little bit and just make sure that we had everything straightened out. And once they went in the game, I thought they did a really nice job of kind of moving the ball. There's sometimes late in these games where they go in and, they're trying to get certain people the ball.
Right.
And that's kind of a struggle sometimes. It is, I understand what they're doing, but sometimes you just got to play, and the ball will just find people.
It will, yes.
And they've gotten a lot better at that too, I think, and that makes a difference on the offensive end. But they were just really good on defense too. We had that goal of wanting to keep people under 40 points. He was able to do that and held them to a 33, and that's one of the areas that we probably worked on the most in practice is early in the season. We knew we was going to put the full court stuff on, but it's a big difference going from the full court to the half court. And you kind of saw the Waynesville game. We didn't do that very well. You're gambling a lot more in the full court and putting a lot more pressure out front. It's almost okay if you get beat. That can't happen in the half court. So it's a lot different, and it's just taken us a while to be able to do both of those things at the same time, because you're actually doing it in the full court, and then 3 seconds later you're in the half court, and you got to change what you're doing and the style you're doing it, and it just takes a little bit of practice. But I think you're starting to see us get better and better at that.
What a great way to start off a week, Coach. That's a busy one with 3 games at home tonight, but things that, as they say, business will pick up starting this weekend as you go out on the road Friday against a very good Corton Central team.
Very good team. It's just kind of like a sectional week with the Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So we're going to treat it like that a little bit. We took care of the first one. Now we got to come back and have 2 practices, get something out of those practices, and then be able to carry over for the weekend.
And Corton, another team, Coach, and we'll put some athletes out on the floor.
Yeah, it'll probably be the best athletes we've seen all year. About everybody they put on the floor can be over the rim dunking. They can also step out and shoot deep threes. So they're just a very talented team. And it'll for sure be one of the better teams we've played, but they've gotten really good on the defensive end too. I think they're holding teams to about 40 points a game, top 10 in the state, probably top 15, something like that. But so really good on the defensive end. And they do a nice job taking care of the ball. So just a fundamental team that's well coached, and it'll be a good challenge for us, especially being on the road.
That it will. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you Friday night.
Sounds great. Appreciate it.
Right. And Coach Dusty Cole with the Paoli Rams, they win it here tonight, 70-33. We'll come back to wrap up the OC Eats postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg. Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com, that's GETOCEATS.com, or call 812-653-7431, and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
As we wrap up the OC Eats post-game show, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Tell City Marksmen, like Paoli, a 3-game week starting off here on this Tuesday night. They will be back in action on Friday when they will travel down to Mount Vernon in Posey County to take on Mount Vernon, and then they will be back home Saturday to take on the Springs Valley Blackhawks. While for the Rams, as we mentioned, a big weekend coming up, 2 big ones on the road against 2 teams that already won 11 games themselves. Gordon Central on the road Friday and then Saturday down at Forest Park. Again, doubleheader tonight for Rams basketball for both the boys and the girls. Unfortunately, the girls fall on the road tonight to Eastern 50-32, but they'll get another rematch in a week with a lot more on the line down at the Crawford County Sectional in the opening game there next Tuesday night. Our next coverage will be girls basketball as the Rams have a makeup game on Thursday on the road to wrap up regular season play. They'll be taking on one of the best teams in Class A, that being the Borden Lady Braves. We'll have that game for you here on Mix 95 Thursday night. Again, JV 2 quarters at 6, varsity around 7. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 6:50 for you from Borden High School on Thursday night. Here tonight, though, the Rams jump out thanks to a 13-0 run in that first quarter play lead at 17-7. Lead goes up to 30-15 at the half, but then the Rams able to break it wide open in third, outscoring the Marksmen of Tell City 30-12, lead it 60-27 at the end of 3, and win it here tonight 70-33 as Fletcher Cole leads the way for the Rams with 31 points. In a losing cause for Tell City, one player double figure, that's Isaac Lindauer with 12. JV also went the Rams' way, and in a big way here tonight. Paoli wins that junior varsity game to remain undefeated, 64-24. As always, I want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season. A big thank you as well to our engineer-producer. Great job, as always, by Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, your final tonight from Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court. It was Paoli 70, Tell City 33. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summer Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, the Super